Hello and welcome to the 19th episode of season 2 of the quiz show, penultimate episode. We are coming close to the end of this season. We did 6 shows in Bangalore to start with, then we went to Mumbai, did 3 shows, then 2 in Ahmedabad, and then we did 3 shows in Delhi NCR Noida for the first time, and then we came back the heart of Delhi and did 6 shows. This is the fifth of the lot. And if you've been following the last few Sunday episodes, you will know that we've had this Anshula reign in terms of losing in the final, then winning in the final, then losing in the final, then winning again. And she's back with 2 new challenges. We're going to meet them very soon. First up on stage right now is the defending champion, Anshula. Anshula, as we know, as part of your introduction, you have to tell something new to all of us. Please share.
Yeah, my initial plan was to be like, hey, shout out to my friend Maheka in the audience, and I wanted to thank her for coming here, but this is even better. So yeah.
Nicely escaped. Nothing she gave. You
No,
like
I
okay.
can add. Okay, so
Yes, please.
I used to read a lot in school, but then I stopped reading for many, many years. And the book you gave me last week, I have started reading that. So
Which
that
one
is
was that?
Palace of Illusions.
Oh, nice.
So that's sort of, I'm getting back to reading slowly but steadily. So thank you for that.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Big round of applause for reading. Reading is a thing that somehow, I was just talking to a few friends recently, and this trend I've observed over life. If there was a point in our life, maybe when I was in engineering and all, where people used to say, dude, I read this book and whatever, blah, 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 blah. Then there was a point where people started saying, dude, I read this blog or like, I read this article, it was crazy. And of late, I've just heard people say, dude, I saw this reel and this change I've seen like in front of my eyes going, dude, I saw this reel and I'm like, bhai, crazy, crazy. But yeah, reading is an art form, not an art form, as a hobby is going down, I feel. But yeah, please shout out to reading. Okay, on that note, Anshula's friend is here. Anshula always finds a friend on stage because otherwise it's the other way. Usually it's the other way around because we've seen on last few episodes the people come and they find a connect with Anshula. Like somebody was from her school, Rohan, in the last episode, and one previously was
Karthik was from
from your
Venki.
college. But Maika, this time you reversed the trend and you got friend only already. Okay, Maika, quick intro.
Hi, I'm Mahika. I'm a friend of Anshula's very famously. And uh, yeah, I like reading too. And I had my cousin send over a book that wasn't available in India, but I stole illegally. And it came yesterday, so I'm very excited to read it again.
Are
So,
you? What are you reading? Are you reading satanic verses or something?
weirdly enough, it is kind of about the Bible, the
Oh, okay.
book.
Genre, so we could guess. But like where you studied college, one of some.
I work at an art museum. I'm very new to it, but it's going, so.
Going, she said as if like it can apply to both art and museums.
Yeah.
Art भी अभी खत्म हो रहा है, museum भी जा रहा है. But yeah, no, no, no. All the best with that. Now we
Sure.
come to our third contestant, also making his debut. Go for it.
Hello everyone, I'm Arjun. I'm a Delhiite, so as to say, son of an army officer. So shout out to someone already in the audience. Studied in 9 schools. Did my college from IIT Delhi proudly. Then currently working in a edtech startup called Emeritus as a business leader role. So yeah.
Wow. Big round of applause for Arjun. Cool. Let's begin. The order will be Anshula, Mahika, Arjun. Let's start with the very first question. This is for you, Anshula. The opening scene of Barbie, where a group of girls are shocked by a giant version of the original 1959 Barbie doll wearing a black and white striped swimsuit, is a reference or homage to an iconic movie from the late 1960s. Put funda. So, okay, we are starting this quiz with a funda question.
Uh, I don't think I can recall. Is it Barbarella?
Sorry, sorry.
Barbarella?
No, passing to Mahika.
Is it the 100-foot tall woman?
No, passing to Arjun.
Yeah, I vaguely recall seeing this in a big chill poster somewhere. Yeah, I'll pass.
Pass? Okay, we'll start second round with hint. So, one of the most iconic sci-fi films of all time. That's the first hint. You guys can block me at any point. One of the most iconic directors also of all time. Like Like I remember I was in a Chennai bookstore back in the day, Landmark. I don't know if it exists now, Landmark Chennai. And there was a book about like 100 movies that changed, whatever. And this director's movie was in almost every genre. That iconic. So his movie in the sci-fi genre, late 1960s. Tell me if you want a block or should I add more hints? Sci-fi movie, late 60s, iconic movie, iconic director. There's a scene where they encounter something giant, and that is the reference in this scene. They encounter basically a pole kind of a thing. Humans are like, oh, ye kya ho raha hai? Like that. Is it helpful? Should I add more hints if all three of you want? Or anyone has a good guess, they can stop me saying, don't add any hint. Can we take a round with? Okay, cool. Anshula, whenever you're ready.
Was there a Godzilla in the 60s?
Not Godzilla, going to Maika.
Was it 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Yes, 6 points there to Mahika. We are talking about Stanley Kubrick. Stanley Kubrick's film 2001: Space Odyssey. This is the scene on the right, where a group of hominids discover a futuristic monolith, and this scene in Barbie is a direct homage to this scene. So you see those hominids, they are like, "Ye kya hai?" And this is what they do in Barbie. Kubrick, of course, has a movie in almost every genre you can think of. War movie, Full Metal Jacket, horror movie, Shining, everything. Dystopian, history, Spartacus. Okay. So Maika gets the first points on board with 6 points, which means the next direct will be to Arjun. Arjun, on top of the hills of Janapav is a Shiva temple where he is believed to have worshipped Shiva. The ashram is known as Jamadagni Ashram, named after his father. The place also has a kund, which is pond, that is being developed by the state government. In Kannada folklore, especially in devotional songs sung by the Devadasis, he is often referred to as a son of Yelamma. His legends are notable for their discussion of violence, the cycle of retaliations, the impulse of krodh, which is anger, the inappropriateness of krodh, and repentance. Who are we talking about?
Can I answer?
Yes,
Is this Ravan?
not Ravan, going to Anshula,
Yeah, okay, that was my guess. Is it Duryodhan?
not Duryodhan, going to Mahika,
Those were my two guesses too. No, Beam?
not Bhim. Okay, if it was Bhim, Arjun would know. Sorry. Oh man. Okay, we'll start again. Make it a 5 point question. Okay, hint is warrior saint. Warrior plus saint. Is that enough? Should I add more hints?
Is मेरा ही है ना?
Arjun, you can start. Yeah.
Is this Parshuram?
It is Parshuram. Yes, that is correct. Parshuram is correct. 5 points to Arjun for Parshuram. Yeah, so now Jamadagni was his father's name. Direct. Jamadagni is the son of Jamadagni and Renuka. And in some folklore, he's considered to be son of Yelamma. Okay, our next direct. Before we even come to the question, I want like some of those pun questions where you want ideally the exact answer. Okay. Okay, this is the direct for Anshula. During a tumultuous period in American history, a significant portion of the population left their homes and documented their experiences through letters, diaries, and other papers. This book sheds light on the lives of those in a particular army under a famed Confederate general. It covers experiences from combat to retreat and delves into issues like morale, desertion, and the debate over arming black men. The title of the book cleverly plays on the name of a famous novel by Victor Hugo, reflecting the hardships faced by this army. Identify this book that offers a fresh perspective on the Army of Northern Virginia. What I meant when I said in the beginning that I'm looking at something specific is that this book, even if you've never heard of the book, it's completely reducible. The book's name, the title is a play on a famous novel by Victor Hugo. Remember that and then think of what is happening with the book and give me ideally an exact answer.
Okay, is it something like Slave Miserable?
Not Slave Miserable, going to Mahika.
Is it Les Miserables because Robert E. Lee was the general?
Beautiful. Yeah, I'll give it to it. Lee's Midrab, ideally. But nice. Lee was the keyword because Robert E. Lee, Confederate Army, and La Midrab, Lee Midrab. Nice. Arjun, you also knew it, right? Okay.
No.
Oh, you.
I am the person who you were referring to. Ki, have you seen that reel? Kya?
No, I thought their expression वैसा था कि bring it on types. Okay, 11 points to Maika. It is Lee Midrab. Nicely done. Okay, Lee, life in the army of Northern Virginia from the wilderness to Appomattox. Okay, and the reference, of course, like Maika said, was the General Lee, which means the next direct will be to Arjun. Arjun, they are found in the following countries: Austria, 28.7% of the range's area; Italy, 27.2%; France, 21.4%; Switzerland, 13%; Germany, roughly 6%; Slovenia, 3.5%; Liechtenstein, 0.08%; and Monaco, 0.001%. The word could possibly come from the adjective meaning white, or could possibly come from another word meaning the white floor. What are we talking about?
Is this Alps by any chance?
Yes, it is Alps by any chance. Yes, 10 points there to Arjun. Well done. It is the Alps. And if you see that image, you see like it does look like white flower. And yeah, everything else fits. This is the geographical distribution and white flower. Okay. 10 points there to Arjun, which means the next direct will be Anshula's. The name originates from Arabic meaning morning. It was originally eaten by Nawabs in the Mughal Empire as a breakfast course following Fajr prayer. According to many sources, it originated in the royal kitchens of Lucknow in the late 18th century during the last throes of the Mughal Empire. It was originally meant to be consumed as a heavy, high energy breakfast dish on an empty stomach by working class citizens, particularly in colder climates and seasons. Which food item is this? And just to clarify, if there's any food nerd in the audience watching, there are many theories that also say that this did not originate in the royal kitchens, but it did originate amongst working class people because the target audience for this food was always what the second half is saying. Working class citizen, they would have it in the morning after their prayers, and that will help them lead a fairly okay day because they'll have a very high energy breakfast.
How specific does the answer need to be? Like you need the exact name? Or
Yeah.
Something called Maghrebi.
Maghrebi?
Yeah, something.
No. Mahika?
would it be halwa by any chance?
Not halwa. Going to Arjun?
Why does this look like paratha?
Not paratha. Not halwa paratha. Okay, cool. We'll start again with Anshula. Okay, so don't think like halwa paratha and all is very far from the answer, I would say. Think of uh, think of like obviously breakfast, but not generally considered a breakfast item per se. The origins are breakfast because the origins are this: people used to finish their morning prayers, go eat this, and then work through the day. That's the origin. But don't think of traditional breakfast item as such. That's number one. Usually, they would, since this was for working class citizen, they would usually use the body parts of the animal which were not considered the like the precious royal parts. So they would use like shanks, etc. Is that slightly helpful? Should we take a round with?
I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, actually. So
But
no.
should we add more hint? Like imagine going to one of these restaurants in Old Delhi, for example. This will be one of their signature items. कि उफ भाई वहाँ पे ये तो try करना है, like that.
Fine. I will say something. um, Nihari.
Nihari, yes. 5 point there to Anshula. Anshula is on board. It is Nihari. Okay. I think in Arabic the word for morning is Nihar or Nahar. Anshula gets 5 for Nihari and yeah.
Choking वाला question आज डालना चाहिए
कौन
था.
सा वाला?
Choking वाला question आज
Choking
डालना.
वाला आज डालना चाहिए था. Yes, yes. Okay. And yeah, Nalli Nihari is one of the most famous. But again, some food historians believe that you can't have Nalli Nihari because Nalli is royal. And anyway, next direct will be to Mahika. Mahika, in 2019, a significant acquisition by Ithaka Holdings, led by Scooter Braun, sparked controversy when it involved the purchase of 6 albums worth of master recordings, originally owned by a certain artist. This transaction, which the artist claims occurred without her consultation or the option to reclaim her work, ignited a fierce public debate about ownership rights in music. To delve deeper into this saga, a new docu-series aptly titled X vs. Scooter Braun Bad Blood has emerged. This series promises to dissect the conflict, featuring insights from legal experts, industry insiders, and those close to both the artist and Braun. Beyond the legal intricacies, the docuseries also promises to explore broader themes such as gender dynamics within the music business and the profound impact of fan loyalty. Who is the artist at the center of this controversy?
I'm kidding, it's Taylor Swift.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, okay.
It is Taylor Swift. When in doubt, say Taylor Swift. Always correct. 10 points there to Maika. It is Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift versus Scooter Braun, Bad Blood. Okay. Next direct is to Arjun. Arjun, talking about a certain fruit. This fruit is steeped in history and mythology, symbolizing prosperity and fertility in various cultures. It is often associated with a particular ancient text that contains 613 commandments, and its seeds are thought to represent these commandments. Historically, its likeness has been found in ancient art and artifacts such as fabrics, carvings, and metalworks. In well-known biblical collection of love poetry, this fruit is mentioned as a symbol of beauty and desire. What fruit is this?
Apple?
Not apple. Going to Anshula.
Pomegranate?
Pomegranate. Yes. 11 points there to Anshula. It is pomegranate. Nicely done, pomegranate. Couldn't be so many seeds and all, and that was a big clue. 613 commandments. Seeds are thought to represent these ones, so it'll have a lot of seeds, and hence pomegranate. Okay, 11 points there to Anshula. Next, direct to Mahika. Founded by Ambarish Murthy, this company stands out with its unique name that reflects its Indian heritage, fun nature, and honest business values. Murthy explains that the first part of the name is inspired by a commonly used Indian spice known for its authenticity, while the second part relates to an enjoyable cooking method. What company are we talking about?
What kind of cooking method would you consider enjoyable?
Have to check with Amrish brother what he finds. But the important part is cooking method, not enjoyable. Enjoyable is very subjective. But second part is the cooking method. First part is Indian spice.
I have no idea. I'm sorry.
Passing.
Yeah.
Okay, passing to Arjun.
I would like to thank my wife for this. Is this pepper fry?
It is pepper fry. Yeah, of course, it's pepper fry. Nicely done. 11 points to Arjun. Pepper fry, quite workable. Spice, pepper, and enjoyable cooking method. It's fry, so pepper fry gives you pepper fry. Nice. Okay. Arjun gets 11 for this. Next direct is to Anshula. Sports question. And if you've been following for the last few weeks, you know Anshula cracks every episode, every sports question ever. But just to clarify, it's even if you don't follow, it's quite workable. Okay, the 2024-25 Premier League season brought an intriguing anomaly for a certain team. Known for their claret and blue colors and a strong fan base, West Ham or West Ham United finds themselves uniquely favored by the fixture schedule. Their first 9 matches, spanning from August to November, create a rare scenario. What is unusual about West Ham's first 9 games?
Are all the games at their home ground?
I'll give you a chance to improve. You're on the right track, but it's very rare that all like first 9 matches will all be home matches. That rarely happens. But somehow you are on the right track. So I'll give you a chance to improve.
Are they are they all in the home city so they don't have to travel or something like that?
Uh, yeah, and just if you can just add the city name also, then we'll have to close. We
Oh
can
God.
close.
West Ham. So like
Actually, it's fine if you don't, because it's not a city question. It's fine. The answer is that all their games are in the same city where they are. I think that's good enough, because if we pass, then we'll have to split and all that. All their 9 games will be played in
Okay,
London, and
it's
which is
just
where the
London. Okay.
the team is. Fantastic. Okay. 10 points there to Anshula, because all their 9 games will be played in London, which is very, very unique. Because even their away games are with, so if you see the schedule, they play Aston Villa at home, they play Crystal Palace away. Crystal Palace is also London based team. Then City at home, Fulham away, but that's also London based. Brentford, Ipswich is home, Spurs again North London, and finally Man United come, they also come home. Finally they travel to Nottingham on 2nd November. So August till November, every game they play is in the city of London, which rarely happens. Arjun, you knew this? Okay, sorry. Sorry. She was almost there. So split karna will, and also the audience in me was also like, if Anshula gets this, the scores will be crazy. Are you guys tracking scores? Okay, I'll tell you score very soon. Okay, cool. That brings us to the halftime with a very, very exciting scorecard in front of us. Let's start with Anshula. Anshula got 5 for Nihari, and then 11 for Pomegranate, and all 9 games in London. 10 points for West Ham Funda. Anshula is on 26 right now. 26. Mahika has 6 for 2001 A Space Odyssey, 11 for Les Miserables, and 10 for Taylor Swift. Mahika is on 27. 26, 27. Okay. Arjun has 5 for Parshuram, 10 for Alps, and 11 for Pepper Fry. Arjun is on 26 points. Oh, yes. 26, 27, 26. Okay. Okay. Now the order will reverse. The order will be Arjun, Mahika, and Anshula. Arjun, this is your direct. The English term is derived from the Anglo-Norman and dates to the 14th century, coming from the 11th century Old French word meaning discussion or discourse. The meaning evolved over time, originally referring to any discussion, conversation, or negotiation through various kinds of deliberative or judicial groups, often summoned by a monarch. The first modern version of X was the Corte of Leon, held in the Kingdom of Leon in 1188. What are we talking about?
Round table?
Not round table, going to Mahika.
Is the term court?
Not court, going to Anshula.
Is it debate?
Not debate. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. We'll start again with a hint. Um, let's try and eliminate things that you guys said. We'll derive hints from what you guys said. Arjun, what did you say? Round table. Okay. And Maika, you said court. Okay. So court, I think, would have come from the judicial group part. So forget about judicial group for now. Okay. Anshula, you said debate. So this is a place where ideally very good debate should happen. That is a clue. Is that helpful? Hmm? Okay. We'll start whenever Arjun is ready.
Parliament?
Parliament. Yes, that is correct. 5 points to Arjun. It is Parliament. Okay. Parliament. Our Parliament. This is the book that
Oh.
we started the quiz with.
Thank you for the repeated stress on expect good debate.
Of course. वरना तो क्या ही चल रहा है बू मीम ज्यादा बन रहे हैं डिबेट से हाँ that is what the big hint was. Parler was the hint, and that root word gives you parley and all that, like discussion, negotiation. Parler from Anglo-Norman became parler in French, became parliament eventually. 5 points to Arjun. Next direct will be to Mahika. Okay, this is the dashed square or Templar magic square. Is a two-dimensional acrostic class of word square containing a 5-word Latin palindrome. The earliest squares were found at Roman era sites, with the earliest discovery at Pompeii and also likely pre AD 62. In popular culture, all 5 words in the square has been used in a movie released this century, so post 2000 movie, to explain different elements and things in the movie. What are we talking about? The one line question is, this is called the dash square,
Is this the Da Vinci Code by any chance?
not Da Vinci Code. Going to Anshula.
Is it angels and demons?
Not angels and demons. Going to Arjun.
Okay, now they have taken away 1 and 2. National treasure.
Not that, not national treasure. Okay, we'll start again with Micah. You know, sometimes, and a lot of people, I think, in the audience are feeling it, where the answer is like hiding in plain sight, but you're like, "Ah, it's right there. Like, you know, it's that kind of a question. Number one. Number two, I think big clue is what we have hidden is the answer is the movie name. That's another thing. And Latin palindrome. So your answer will be a palindrome. Is that helpful? And just look at this square again, and suddenly you'll be like, oh my god, it was hiding right there all this while.
So the blank is the movie name.
Yeah.
It's a one word.
Yeah. The one word we are looking for is the blank that we have hidden from the square. Also the movie name. Also the same thing both sides, right? Also a palindrome. Like if you're doing a crossword, if you have to fill the blank, if you get even one letter, you'll probably get it. And you just need one half because it's palindrome, so you don't even have to guess all the letters. We will start
Oh,
whenever.
acha, I just realized that these are blanks. I thought.
We'll start whenever Micah is ready. I think it's Micah's direct. Should we add more hint? Okay, one word palindrome movie. Letter also is, you can figure how many letters movie has? One, two, three, four, five. 5 letter palindrome movie with too many elements to explain. Extremely famous director, like, okay, whenever Micah is ready.
Is this Tenet?
It is. Yes, talking about Tenet. 5 points to Micah. It is Tenet. Okay, it's the Tenet square. And yeah, opera, repo, and I can't go into the details, but yeah, you can read it up, read about all the elements being in the movie Tenet, where something's happened at opera, this, that, rotas, rotation, a lot of things. But yeah, Tenet quite workable from here actually. If you just crack one, like even opera, you will be like, okay, fourth is opera, E. Yeah.
I was trying to. I was like, किसी भी row में
Yeah.
palindrome तो बन नहीं रहा. Like I was
I
trying
got
to do
the
that.
ease. I got the ease. I didn't get anything else.
Okay, cool. 5 points to Micah. Next direct will be to Anshula. Anshula, on his deathbed, he revealed his true identity as the lost Indian prince Dakar, son of a Raja of the then independent territory of Bundelkhand and a nephew of the Indian hero Tipu Sahib. After taking part in the failed Indian rebellion of 1857, Prince Dakar escaped to a desert island with 20 of his compatriots and adopted the new name of Dash Dash. Before he died, he gave them a box of diamonds and pearls as a keepsake. His final words were, God and my country. What new name Prince Dakar took? Who are we talking about?
Again, is the blank size indicative or like
Not really. No, no, no,
it's not?
no.
Okay.
It's fictional, that is clear, no, as of now.
Oh no, that wasn't clear at all.
Okay.
What?
So just adding that extra hint because I
I was
felt
like,
like,
I was like, why did NCRT remove this part?
I was like,
and I was like, I'm not getting any reaction from these guys. So maybe they're okay. So just hint for all three of you. It's fictional. Okay. Okay. Fictional character, and this is the origin story of the character. 2 word answer. You just have to give the blanks.
I can't think of anything. I'll just say Hira Moti. Because diamonds and pearls.
Diamonds and okay, fair. Arjun.
Sultana Daku.
No, not Sultana Daku. That's Jadi Pehlawat origin story. Going to Maika.
It's a great question. I don't know the answer.
Okay, cool. We'll start again. I'll give you a hint. You can stop me anytime. Okay, first hint is Nasiruddin Shah. That's the first hint. You can block anytime. Second hint is Michael Caine, amongst many others. That's my third clue. Amongst many, many, many other actors. Nasiruddin Shah and Michael Caine. Is that helpful? Should I add more hint?
I mean, it's helpful in the sense that I know that it's
Mm.
there somewhere, but I can't. Huh, okay. I mean, you can add more hints.
More hints? Arjun, Maika, or should I stop? Okay. Take some time with these two hints. Nasiruddin Shah.
I know what you're talking about, I just don't know the answer.
Jules Verne. That's the third clue. Okay. We'll start whenever Anshula is ready. Jules Verne, Michael Caine, Nasiruddin Shah.
Mm, I don't know. Pass. I don't have.
Passing to Arjun.
Go for it, Maika.
Passing to Maika.
Is this Captain Nemo?
It is Captain. Nicely done. Nicely done. 5, 6, 7. 7 to Maika. It is Captain Nemo. Now everything fits. Captain Nemo from Jules Verne's fictional work, and in movies mostly shown in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, played by Nasruddin Shah famously, and also Michael Caine. Bunch of other actors. A lot of people have played Captain Nemo, and Captain Nemo is supposed to have this story as its origin. Bundelkhand origin for Captain Nemo. Okay, 7 points to Maika, which means next direct will be to Anshula. Okay, Anshula, the word means little donkey in Spanish. The name, as applied to the dish, possibly derives from the tendency for it to contain a lot of different things, similar to how a donkey would be able to carry a large burden. An often repeated piece of folk history is the story of a man named Juan Mendez, who sold tacos at a street stand in the Bella Vista while using a donkey as a transport for himself and his food. To keep the food warm, he would do something which, as the story tells, gave rise to this food item. What item are we talking about?
Okay, is it burrito?
It is burrito. Yes, it is. It is burrito. 10 points there to Anshula. It is burrito. Okay. Burrito comes from burro, which means donkey in Spanish. Okay. 10 points to Anshula. Next direct is to Arjun. Arjun, born in 2005, this Turkish football prodigy quickly rose through the ranks, starting his career at Zenker Birligi and later moved to Fenerbahce's youth system in 2019. Known for his versatility as an attacking midfielder or a winger, he made headlines during the 2021-22 season by becoming Fenerbahce's youngest ever goal scorer in the Super League at just 17 years of age. His talents didn't go unnoticed with clubs like Arsenal and Bayern Munich showing interest before he joined Real Madrid in 2023. Recently, he became the youngest player since Cristiano Ronaldo in 2004 to score on his UEFA Euro debut, achieving this feat at the age of 19 years and 114 days. Who is this rising star?
El Yamal.
Not El Yaman, going to Maika.
This is Arda Güler.
Beautifully done. Oof. So good. 11 points to Mahika. Great, very, very crucial crack, actually. And I was very scared that because this is one of those very like pure football question, right? So even if I was like, hint maybe or kya hai, sab kuch to de hi diya hai, what will I, I'll say AG or something. But fantastic crack. Arda Güler is correct. In news, of course, is one of football's most exciting young talents. Okay, next direct is to Anshula. Now, this book is about which cricketer is the hint. And just like every question, it's not a random just name or something. There are clues with the name. The book is about which cricketer. The book is called A Colonel Destined to Lead by an author called Aditya Bhushan.
Is the image have? I mean, does it need to be?
Um, Not really, but the book title is the biggest hint. A Colonel Destined to Lead.
Is it like Ranji?
Not Ranji. Arjun? अर्जुन सोच रहा है गलती होगी बोल के मैं स्पोर्ट्स फॉलो करता हूँ हर बार मुझे बहुत उम्मीद भरी निगाहों
या
से
तो
देखा
बहुत
जा
पुराने या बहुत नए हैं.
रहा है हाँ या तो वैसा है करेक्ट
Pataudy.
नॉट पटौदी गोइंग टू माइका
I don't know, Bradman?
sorry
Don Bradman? I don't know.
oh no not Don Bradman okay we'll start again with Anshula make it a 5-point question so the reason I was saying this is a big hint is because the colonel destined to lead so his name was also Colonel something usually people used to call him Colonel something and destined to lead means he was destined to lead in the sense that he was the first ever captain of Indian national cricket team. So Indian national cricket team's first ever captain is this person, Destined to lead is also obviously destined to lead as in destined to become the captain, but also there was a lot of controversy about who will lead. पहली बार इंडिया का team बन रहा है, it's going who will lead, and there was a lot of debate and politics, and there's a lot to read about it. But eventually, he became our first captain. Is that? Should we take a round with that? Huh?
I
Okay.
have a very bad tukka too.
Okay. And not a royal. I'll add another hint. Okay. Because there were many royals also in the frame, most famously Maharaja of Vijayanagaram and all that. But eventually he became the captain.
I can only think of one old name, but I think he was a bowler, but I'll just say it. Bapu Nadkarni.
Bapu Nath Khanni, no. Okay. Arjun?
CK Naidu.
Yes. Colonel C.K. Naidu. Well done. 6 points there to Arjun. It is Colonel C.K. Naidu. C.K. Naidu, of course. And like I said, there was a lot of backstory to how he became our first captain. Maharaja of Patiala versus Vijayanagaram. Anyway, 6 points to Arjun, which means next turret will be to Mahika. Mahika, every year, a significant date in early summer marks a pivotal moment in American history. This day, which is a blend of the month's name and the date, celebrates when Major General Gordon Granger arrived in Texas in 1865 to enforce the Emancipation Proclamation freeing enslaved people in Confederate states. Initially celebrated with church gatherings in Texas, it now features nationwide picnics, family reunions, and readings of the Emancipation Proclamation. Recognized as a federal holiday in 2021, it symbolizes freedom, resilience, and African American heritage. Celebrations include traditional African music, dance, historical reenactments, and red foods, symbolizing perseverance and joy. What is this holiday, often called America's second Independence Day?
Is this Juneteenth?
It is Juneteenth. Yes, 10 points there to Mahika. It is Juneteenth. Okay, Mahika and American Civil War, a very important connection today. For
Don't
some
ask
reason.
follow-up questions about why.
Juneteenth, Freedom Day, Juneteenth, June 19. Okay. Okay. Next direct is to Anshula. Anshula, Deadpool and Wolverine poster is on your screen. This particular poster is paying homage to which movie? Okay, very similar to the first question, but way more, I think, fun and direct and recent.
I don't know. Gone with the Wind.
Not Gone with the Wind, but good guess. Yeah. Going to Arjun.
Sound of Music.
Not Sound of Music. Going to Mahika.
I'm going to say Annette.
Not Annette. We'll start again with Anshula. So, just like Deadpool and Wolverine, the original movie also is something and something. Okay. Is that helpful? Should we take a round with that? Okay. Cool.
Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise. Not Thelma and Louise. Going to Arjun.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Not Bonnie and Clyde. Going to Mahika.
Is it Kate and Leopold?
Not Kate and Leopold. Audience. Beauty and the Beast.
ये जी सिनेमा पे आती नहीं है.
Beauty and the Beast. And this is the reference, of course. Deadpool and Wolverine, Beauty and the Beast. Okay. Which means the next direct will again be Anshula's. That will be the last question. Kublai, also known by his temple name as the Emperor Shitzu of Yuan and his regnal name Setsen Khan, was the founder and first emperor of the Mongol-led Yuan dynasty of China. He was the second son of Tolui by his chief wife Sorg. Oh, man. He was the second son of Tolui by his chief wife Sorgatani Beki and a grandson of Genghis Khan. Several Europeans visited the empire, notably X in the 1270s, who was appointed to serve as Khan's foreign emissary throughout the empire and lived in the emperor's lands for 17 years. Who are we talking about?
The picture is of X.
No. This
That
picture is of Kublai Khan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Huan Sang?
Not Wensang, going to Arjun.
Megasthenes.
Not Megasthenes, going to Mahika.
Is it Marco Polo?
It's Marco Polo. Of course, it's Marco Polo. 12 points there to Mahika. Sorry? Yeah. And I'd loved the first season when it came out. Second season was slightly this thing, but I loved this show, and that's why I put the the image from the show and not from any other historical sources. But yeah, Marco Polo traveled all the way to Asia, Silk Route, blah blah blah. and spent a lot of time with Kublai Khan, Marco Polo. Okay, 12 points to Mike. And if you've seen the show, yeah, it's all about Marco Polo and his time, these 17 years he had spent. Okay, cool. Everything that brings us to the end of the show. Quick look at the score. Anshula had 26 in the first half. She got 10 for Burrito. In the second half, Anshula ends on 36. Arjun had 26. He got 5 for Parliament and 6 for CK Naidu. Arjun ends on 37. And Maika had 27. She got 5 for Tenet, 7 for Captain Nemo, 11 for Ada Guler, 10 for Juneteenth, and 12 for Marco Polo. Maika ends on 72. Yeah, and so time to give a book to Maika. So since you guys are friends, and I gave a Parliament book to Anshula in the last, you can take this now. In the last quiz, she won. For you, Maika, I've got Introduction to the Constitution of India. Okay. Okay. No. The reason is this year is election year, and the constitution has been a big part of our discussion this year. Everybody is talking about it, and like I said in the last episode, there was a phase I went through all of this, and I obviously couldn't go through the whole constitution. But this by Dr. Durgadas Basu is a great book, which is a sorry, is it your college? DD Basu is like that. So Dr. D.D. Basu is one of the, like, what to say. I think if you have to start learning about Indian Constitution, this is a great place to start. Introduction to the Constitution of India. This is going to Mahika. Please come and collect. And you guys can sit together and read Parliament and yeah. Okay, I'll give it to you after I write a nice note on it. Thank you. I also realize I'm wearing one very white collared T-shirt and giving Constitution. It's like it's an homage to somebody, it seems. To 2001 A Space Odyssey. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Thank you.